Hello, everyone. You know the routine: like, share, subscribe, emails, and the about. Talk to pfc@yahoo.com. So, first off, I'm going to try to talk about some scenarios here. In a bad situation, as they say, SHTF situation. Don't care for that phrase, but in a societal collapse or a governmental collapse or World War III or whatever it could be, natural disaster, whatever. Excuse me, but before I get into that, real quick, I'm going to try to keep an eye on this stuff. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Kosovo and Serbia are having problems. And it's literally over the expense of license plates on vehicles. This is the world we live in, okay? If you cross from Kosovo into Serbia, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Kosovo into Serbia, you have to pay a fee. You have 60 days to pay a fee if you move, cross the border either which way. And they're disputing this, and now they've literally moved their militaries to each other's borders. They've had some clashes. They've attacked some government buildings, burned the buildings down. They now are started to send jets overhead, helicopters. I mean, it's just getting crazy. And a lot of people are talking about how this could very easily escalate out of control. So, I don't know, it's just something I have to keep an eye on and see what happens. But, you got to think about different scenarios that can happen. But in those situations, depending on where you live, some people may live in cities, some in suburbs, some in the country, whatever. So as a prepper, you should be, and you may be more well prepared and equipped than, let's just say you live in a subdivision. Let's use that for an example this time, okay? You live in a subdivision with 20 other houses, 200 other houses. Doesn't matter the size necessarily. Because one, I don't know anybody that knows every single person in their subdivision. And two, if it gets bad enough, desperate people will do desperate things. Like things you don't even think you're capable of doing. Okay? Especially to survive for food or water. So let's just say, okay, we have a scenario where this has happened, disaster, whatever. There's no electricity, there's no internet, there's no food, there's no nothing, okay? Number one, if you have a generator, every time you run that generator, people, one, are going to see that you have power. Two, they're going to hear it. They're going to be able, a gas generator, you can hear it for a ways off. And if there's no power, electricity, or anything, you're going to hear it for a very long way off, okay? So that's going to draw attention to you. Number two, if nobody's getting, if these people are not prepared and there's nowhere for them to get supplies, no food, no water, no whatever, they're having to go to the river to take a bath, try to get some drinking water, they're scrounging for food or whatever, and they notice that you're always well off. You're not starving. You're able to take a bath once a week. Have some heat, and all these things are going to literally make you stick out like a sore thumb. So this is where the debate will come in. Well, I'm going to bug out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Well, that's fine and dandy. Some of us may not be able to do such things. Some of us may have physical limitations. Some of us may have a handicapped family member. In my situation, I have kids, little kids. You cannot drag, I guess, life-death situation, maybe if we were under attack from a foreign country and you had to, but you're not going to want to drag your children out into the wilderness somewhere or something and try to survive with them when you could possibly have the comfort, some comforts of home, if nothing else, a stable shelter. So these are things you got to really sit down and think about, try to have some type of a plan. And again, this is where networking comes into play. This is where you need to try to really make some good, solid, foundational friendships, relationships, whatever you want to call it, with your immediate neighbors. Therefore, maybe if you could get some of the people around you, you could use your home or their home as the central focus area for everyone, and the other homes could be set up as a perimeter to protect that. Because I'm telling you, look, here's the way I try to think of things, okay? Flip the role. Flip the role. Let's say I'm not a prepper. I don't have any supplies. I don't have any water. I don't have any food. I don't have anything for my children, for my wife. Okay? Even with the supplies I do have, 6 months or a year in, I'm done. I'm going to be suffering big time. And believe you me, I'm going to do everything in my God-given abilities to provide, protect, and feed my family. And if that means taking from others, so be it. Me and a friend had a conversation. Let's say it's a bad situation, somebody's attacking you, whatever. Your plan is, well, I'm going to get everybody in the basement. I'm going to hold up there. I can put them in the basement. They're protected. I can go out, upstairs, whatever, and with my Second Amendment rights, try to defend my home and everything. Okay, I totally agree with that. I'm going to flip the role. If I'm coming against you, that's fine. Get everybody in the basement. Because guess what? I'm going to burn it to the ground. It's that simple. I don't have to get right up to the house either. There's many ways to sneak in there. You can't cover if it's you and your wife and your kids, you're not going to be able to cover every portion of your home at all times. You get 2 or 3 people attacking you or more, you can't defend that. And all it takes is one Molotov cocktail or whatever, and you're done. I mean, you're coming out. You're either going to stay in there and burn or you're coming out. These are just things you got to really sit down and think about. It's not the greatest fun thing to do, but it's a very intelligent move to make, okay? So I'm going to try to come up with some different scenarios here over the next few days. If this is something you guys are interested in, put in the comments, email me, let me know. Give me your situation. We'll try to figure out a scenario for your situation or possibilities to have a extra plan in play or something like that. But, all right, guys, you have a good day. Stay safe. God bless.